All right, hello everybody. And today you may see a different program in front of me. This is Magic the Gathering Online. We are here to play Modern with special guest Tristan. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. I'm Tristan Wylde-Larue. Uh, I like playing Magic. Um, well, yeah,
That's a beautiful
there's probably a
intro.
better way to introduce myself, but yeah.
All right, I love it. Today we're going to play Neoform. Neoform is seeing a lot more play in Modern now. And it's a pretty funny story as to why this fair Neoform deck has started seeing play. Tristan, would you like to explain the story?
Yeah, well, it's pretty good. I guess like a month ago after RC Minneapolis, Nicole and I were staying in Minnesota. I was staying at Andrew Ellenbogen's house, and Nicole was staying with Greg, and then Greg and Andrew were streaming on System Magic, and then they had us guest stream. They had us as guests on the stream, and they played Neoform, and then they were playing Neoform on stream, and I kept asking them if they could cut all of the win conditions and the Nourishing Shoals and the Chancellors and stuff, and if we could just win by attacking with Bristlebrand and Galta, and then they didn't do it. And at some point, I took over. I commandeered the mouse, and I boarded out all the cards, and then we
So
won.
Greg and Andrew
And then I think
Greg and Andrew thought it would be funny because they knew I hadn't played Neoform before to just leave me on the stream by myself. They both pretended to take a phone call. They were like, "We gotta go, something's important," and it just left me on the stream by myself. And so I called Tristan in, and that was when we got the power.
yeah, it worked out well.
So now the deck
And then
looks a little different.
I would, yeah, people should, I would encourage, they have a good YouTube video. If you go to System Magic on YouTube, there's a good video that is documents the ordeal. I think it's some good work.
Yeah, I like it. So have you played any more Neoform since then?
I played a couple leagues, yeah.
Oh, great. That's more than me. So I'll trust you. Is there anything special? This is the deck that won the showcase qualifier. Is there anything special? I learned how to play Neoform kind of sort of last time. Is there anything special me and the viewer should know?
Not really. I guess the like, full origin is that after that stream, Dom, I had talked about the deck a little bit afterwards with Andrew and Greg, and then with like Dom Harvey. And then he played it in a couple challenges and did well. And then I think him and Ori Zax continued to play it in some challenges. Dom Harvey added a bunch of stuff like Ureni, and he kind of, I mean, took my sort of rough idea and made it a real deck. And then I think they kind of refined it, and now it's kind of blown up. Suddenly, it's gotten second in the showcase. This list has Glittering Wish, which helped you find Neoform.
We played this one in
But I
Neoform
mean,
last
basically,
time.
yeah, we did play it last time, and I was a hater last time, but now this person has done well with it. Basically the main thing is you really need to have, in order to win the game, you kind of need to put Allosaurus Rider in play and then cast Neoform or Eldritch Evolution, and if you can't find it, then you kind of just lose. So
So
these
it's
cards
just
are sort of important in that sense.
so we get 7 copies of Neoform since we need one in our sideboard.
Yeah,
Great.
I would say it's kind of like I would say Glittering Wish is kind of like extra copies of Eldritch Evolution. It's like 4 mana Neoform, kind of.
Okay, I see. All right. Let's give it a shot. Why not? All right. Here we are for our first match. We are playing a gold league. New edition, higher prizes, higher stakes. My first guess is that we're going to need basic or not basic lands, but lands.
Yeah, I would say we probably have to mulligan this one.
Okay.
It's okay. Well, we're not off to a great start.
Someone also
I
has
would
0
say
lands.
you are maybe not the most not the best Neoform pilot.
Oh, okay. I'll be sure to get better. So should I mulligan
Yeah,
again?
yeah. I would have drawn 2 lands in the first hand
Oh, I see.
personally, but
Okay, well, I've got
okay,
lands now.
okay.
Let's
This hand,
bottom
I think you probably have to keep this one,
let's bottom
but
these creatures, I guess. What's this card do?
yeah, it's possible you just want to bottom. Uh, it's like a really bad Neoform. I think you kind of want to bottom Neoform, or sorry, the Gristlebrand in a land because you need a lot of green cards in your hand in order to win.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you probably like bottom that and Besage you, and then we can hope to like surveil into Allosaurus Rider and then
Okay, so our plan for turn
win.
1 is to surveil. I'm sure everything will just be fine. And I'm gonna remember how to use Moto, because it's been a while. So 6 is the one that goes through my turn, right? And then 0s go to their end step
Yeah,
if I want to, like, fetch in
I
their end step or
believe
something.
so. I changed all of the key bindings at some point, so I don't.
Okay, and then down
Yeah,
here, it tells me
0
okay is
should stay
1.
down there.
So we'll just
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
okay a
0 is pass
bunch.
until end step.
Okay.
Okay.
Or is it
Playing this like
Saga?
amulet maybe?
I was gonna say, I don't know anything about this format,
Oh, not an
so
amulet.
my guess is this deck plays
I don't
Mox
know what we're
Opal.
playing against.
Found
Probably
it.
like lantern control or something. I don't know.
Okay. We have more surveils in our deck, do we?
Yeah, we probably have 2. I don't remember. But I would probably just, let's see.
Concede?
No. I said, let's see. I think you should have another one. You probably have like a
Okay,
Meticulous
let's
Archive
just
or
double check.
something.
Yeah, we have a meticulous archive.
Yeah, you
Okay,
have
we're good.
Meticulous Archive and a Lush Portico.
All right, so I'll play
Yeah,
this Windswept Heath and pass.
that sounds good.
All right, we're here. We've done it. And then once it goes to my opponent's turn, I'll hit 0. And they can go nuts. Making constructs. Okay. Sacrifice deals 2 damage to any target. Okay.
Okay. I think it's like Affinity or something.
Okay, let's get our meticulous archive. They're thinking. Okay. Let's surveil. Once they think a little bit more. Okay. I think this
I
is
think probably not that one.
not very useful. Okay.
Yeah, I think we might be on the just
Oh!
binary. Okay, there we go.
Do we just do it now?
I take it back. I think so. I don't think it's. I mean, I don't think it's ever getting better. It's not like they might have
Okay.
like rebuke or something, but I don't think we're ever going to be able to play around it in the future.
So
It's possible that we could like hope that they tap out when they go for the saga, but I don't know. I would just jam.
cast
I
by
think.
exiling 2 green cards. Okay. Keeping the green card in our hand. See, you're a Neoform expert.
Yeah, yeah. Don't discard that one, or don't exile that one.
Okay, Neoform, we've got this. So this gets Gristlebrand.
Okay.
Always, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing something.
Yeah. In this spot, I think you just
Uh-oh.
okay. Well, we probably lose now. I don't know if we were ever going to beat this though.
Well, they've got 2 cards, so
This is
maybe we'll just
the
draw our cards again.
yeah. This is the problem with the deck. Sometimes is that if you don't win, you do often lose.
So is it better
Some might
to
say that.
play this, or is it better to conserve our time and concede?
Let's see what they get, but I would say we might. We
That's a
can look at our top
construct.
card, but I think the construct will attack us 4 times before we could even if we stacked our deck. I don't know if we could get out of this one.
I agree.
But we can maybe. What did
What
they
if we
get off
didn't
this
cast
saga?
a
They got
Neoform? What if we
another
just like
opal.
played Allosaurus Rider and just like, let it exist? I guess it
We
wouldn't
could
do
have,
very
although they
much.
had a. I guess the spellbomb can't kill it, but yeah.
Okay, well, do you want
I
to
mean,
look?
we could have our only move. Yeah, we could look at our top cards. I guess we should probably just concede.
Okay, I like that.
Seems faster. Yeah. I mean, our only move. We could have like tried to wait and hope that they tapped out for the saga on their turn when it went to 3, but I don't know. It seems like realistically, if they know what's up, they're not going to do that.
Do we bring this thing in for counter spells?
Um, yeah, I think. Well, I guess I would first maybe bring in Force of Vigor. Seems quite good against them.
Oh yeah, I
Like
agree.
our whole sideboard seems kind of good. Um, yeah, I guess we should figure out. I guess I would think that we probably cut Birthing Ritual, but I don't really know.
Well, if you kind of feel like it, then let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, I have no idea how does that work with this list, but I would think that we want to cut like Birthing Ritual and Atraxas, like some number of Atraxas or something, like go way down on.
Do you want to leave one? Or do
Because
you want to
we're
get rid of all of them?
we might be able to just get rid of all of them.
Okay, well, this lets
Maybe
us
we want
put
the
some cards in the deck.
Terastodon then.
And then we can maybe
We probably
change a
don't even
land
need it.
for the Boseiju. What's this one do?
Yeah, and then we can cut like a Gemstone Mine or something maybe.
Great. Okay, well, this looks like we've sideboarded. We put some good cards in our deck.
Yeah, we might want the Voice of Victory.
Oh, yeah, that seems good.
We can tutor for it with the call, and then we can cut like
Uh,
Planar Genesis. I don't know, or we can cut the third Galta maybe. Maybe that's sketchy, but I think you probably don't need Galta.
I think it's okay. We put a lot of green cards in our deck.
Yeah, I think also like in this matchup I don't know. Maybe we'll get punished, but it's
Man,
like the
Into the
Gristlebrand probably
Floodmaw is
wins a lot
modern
with it.
playable.
You have good cards to draw off though. Is Floodmon modern? Apparently.
Into the Floodmaw. I know what that card does. That card's in standard. Okay,
It
here we
is
are.
quite good in standard at
All
the
right, we're gonna
moment.
go first. Okay, I drew 2 lands this time.
Uh, you did draw 2 lands. This hand is maybe not the best. The problem with the deck is that you do need to find Neoform and the Rider.
I think we should maybe mulligan.
Like, I think we're gonna have to mulligan, yeah.
Okay. Um, this one also seems not great.
I kind of maybe think you have to keep this.
We'll
You have the
surveil a
Force of Vigor,
land.
which like makes it pretty appealing. Yeah, and you have like the call, and the Force of Vigor is gonna buy you a bunch of time.
Okay,
You can bottom the
so
Urani to put it on them, keep it safe.
sounds good to me. All right, we're gonna
I mean, that's not
surveil.
exactly the ideal hand, but
We're gonna surveil on non-land, and then we're gonna draw land. That's what's gonna happen.
I believe.
Okay, this one we're gonna put in our
Okay,
graveyard, and then the next card we're gonna draw is gonna be land.
perfect.
But I mean, like, what are they gonna do if it's like force
Even
of
if it's
vigor all their
not, we can always
permanents?
Force of Vigor them. Yeah.
Planar Genesis is kind of a cool card. Pithing Needle.
I'll name Bristlebrand. Yeah, this deck does not exactly make use of the put a land into play mode all that well on Planar Genesis, but it does use the part where it is a green impulse pretty well.
Okay.
We can just wait on the Vigor, no rush.
Not a land.
Oh well, we got lots of time.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Nothing. They got some random artifacts.
Yeah.
Man, these things are playable in modern? Wow.
I don't know if they are, but Podcast looks pretty good here.
Okay, let's draw land. There we go.
There we go.
I mean, we're not gonna do anything to their end step anyway, right?
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna Eladamri score. Yeah, we'll cast one of our spells in there instead.
One of them, I'm sure. Okay, let's just
Um,
pass. And then, can I not, like, hit 0 to the end of the turn? Because we should be, like, holding up this Force of Vigor. I don't actually know what their deck does.
yeah, that's might as well. I think they're just playing like Affinity or something. I don't know if they have any. I think the main trick that we're gonna have to go for is to like Force of Vigor them because they're playing like they have Mystic, like they have Rebuke in hand, Metallic Rebuke. So we might have to like Force of Vigor them to
Like
tap them out of
the
stuff.
opal. Quarry
Yeah,
seal
although
cutter.
maybe we want to wait another turn until we have more lands.
They're gonna look at the top of our deck. We're gonna shuffle our deck. Okay, so if we want,
I think I would just cast Elidame's Call. But yeah, wait. Go ahead.
well, I was thinking if we don't want them to counter something, then maybe we should just cast the Planar Genesis so that we can get our thing. But I don't know why they would counter the Eladamri's Call. That seems kind of dumb.
Yeah, I don't think they can really counter the Elidame's Call. I think the main question is like whether or not we want to cast the Force of Vigor here, which would tap them out of Metallic Rebuke. But the downside of doing it is that
We don't have a land
we don't
for.
really, we don't necessarily have a land, yeah, so
Okay, let's just cast
it's
Eladamri's
like,
Call.
we might as well wait.
Okay, I
Yeah,
should
I
get
think I like casting
Breeding
Elidame's Call.
Pool, right? Because we want to have all our colors. Or
Yeah, or
Breeding Pool is probably
Holophone.
better. Or
I guess Breeding Pool's better because we need the double green for the
Okay,
evolution, so.
right? White, green, Eladamri's Call. And we're getting Allosaurus Rider, I assume?
Yes.
The best card in our deck.
Yep.
Allosaurus Rider is an elf. Oh, I guess
It's the
the
elf is on
Allosaurus. Oh,
the
okay,
it's
I
the
understand.
Allosaurus, it's not a dinosaur, yeah, it's a little unfair. Because
Yeah,
it's the rider, it's not the Allosaurus.
yeah, that's a little confusing. I don't know if I ever would have guessed that. Okay, let's read what our cards. Look at the top four cards. Put a land from among them out of the battlefield. Okay, so that's not useful. We're just playing our archive.
Yeah, I think we'll just play the archive, see what we find, and then maybe end of turn we'll play the Planar Genesis. Oh,
Well,
you
so we want to
yeah.
put
So
this
the
on
tricky part
top
here is that we kind of need to put it on top
so that we can
because,
planar Genesis and put it back
but,
on the bottom.
but yeah,
Okay,
I
all right.
will say that is one problem with the deck is that when you surveil the Gristlebrand, it's like really bad.
I feel like
Mostly, it's not a
there's.
big like drawing Gristlebrand isn't so bad because you can like Galta it into play, but specifically milling it with your surveillant is like
I feel like we've seen some
yeah
problems.
bad. Okay, there.
Tamio. Okay. Okay.
We need them to tap out a little more.
Okay. They see your Gristle brand. Hmm. Waiting to pay costs. Another Emery.
Okay, that sounds kind of good for us.
I guess a good thing to say before we started playing this was what we wanted our end board to look like if we did the thing. That would have been a good question.
I would be happy enough to just have Gristlebrand. I guess one thing to think about before we cast any spells here is that so if we
Force of
how
Vigor
many green cards we're gonna have.
first.
So like if we don't Planar Genesis, right? I mean, we're gonna have to Planar Genesis because we kind of want the Gristlebrand to be in our deck. But if we didn't, like we just with the green cards we have, if we just knew that we were gonna draw the Gristlebrand, we would have to pitch our Xenagos. So we'd have like no cards left in hand. Um, which would be fine if we got the Gristlebrand. But we did lose our Galta and we boarded out a lot of stuff.
So we
So
kind of need to get a green card from Planar
yeah,
Genesis. Well, we boarded in a
yeah,
lot of green cards too.
yeah. Planar Genesis is really. I think we should cast it to put the Gristlebrand on the bottom and try to get a green card. But if we didn't know the Gristlebrand was on top, I think it might be better to not Genesis.
Okay, so we're not going to get a land. And then, I mean, any green card works here, right?
Yeah, I think probably this. It really doesn't matter. I guess it's gonna get pitched. So I guess probably the Summoner's Pact. But
Because this is a card we like kind of want in our deck the least. Okay, so should I start
yeah,
with Maybe I should
Oh,
have
oh
Force of Vigor in
no,
there
oops, we
instead.
needed a Force of Vigor. Yeah, oops.
Oh, because if it's not our turn.
Yeah.
Modern Specialist.
Um,
I mean, it's fine. What if we just like wait a
I
turn?
think now we probably just, yeah, now we just wait a turn, it's fine.
Everything's fine. Okay, let's play our
Okay.
land. Boop. And then we'll pass.
Yeah, I think we need to pass.
I mean, now
We
we
could
can
just
just
hard
cast
cast the
Force of
Force of
Vigor.
Vigor now. Yeah. Preserve our green card count.
Okay, so when we Force of Vigor, we want to try to get them out of... it was kind of bad that we didn't do last turn.
Well,
We want to try to get them
yeah.
out of like
The
lands
problem
and
is
then
they
we
might
can...
not tap out of Metallic Rebuke again.
Yeah. Oopsies.
But it's not necessary. We might still get another shot. Oops.
Being attacked by a Tameo. Did we leave a way to counter Rebuke in our... I guess none of them would be multicolored.
We don't have any. Yeah, we didn't have any in our sideboard.
Okay.
Some people play Guttural Response, but
I
I kind of think now we need to. Well, I don't know exactly what our best plan is here. I don't know if casting the Force of Vigor accomplishes anything anymore. We might just want to wait and try to get like enough lands to just play through the
Okay,
through a
that
rebuke.
sounds like a good plan to me. I feel like we
I
can
guess
just save Force of
we
Vigor
could try
to...
casting Force of Vigor. Yeah, we could try casting it on like Pithing Needle and Mox
Okay.
Opal or something.
You want to try
So
casting
the
it?
problem is they can just always they can always Emery it back.
So what I was thinking was maybe we just wait to see if we get more lands and we can hold the Force of Vigor,
Yeah.
because we can always Force of Vigor something if it's like important later.
Yeah, I think that's probably better. Then we don't die to Ascendancy or something.
We'll just like wait.
They have that.
I feel like I'm playing Omniscience in Standard, where like we have it, but you know, you just should never go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point we'll get enough cards where we can like Pact for Allosaurus Strider or something. And
I think we
try it
should maybe
twice.
cast the Glittering Wish now.
Okay, let's do it. Is this an okay way to tap?
Yeah, this seems good.
Okay.
I think we're kind of stocked on green cards. I don't remember what I think we can get Neoform or
Turtle or Atraxa.
I think probably not Atraxa. The turtle is slow, but it'll eventually get that call, and then we could like call for voice. But that seems kind of
nice.
slow. So I think I would just take the Neoform, which is like going to give us a land in some sense.
Okay. And then we'll pass?
Yeah.
Great. See, I feel
And then
like
I
when I
guess
play
next
Magic,
turn we could try to.
I like know what my
Yeah.
opponent is trying to do and then can plan around what my opponent's trying to do, but I have no idea what my opponent is trying to do. I just know that
I
we
don't
should
really
play
know what
around
they're trying to
Metallic
do
Rebuke.
either. I mean, they're not really doing anything, which is probably what they should be doing. They're just drawing cards.
Okay, now they can make contracts that kill us. A little concerning. I guess if they were going to draw a bunch of cards, I guess I shouldn't have screwed it up the first time. But we're here
we
now.
did, yeah. Well, that's okay. That's how we learn.
We'll just keep drawing lands. And then we can like Force Vigor the contracts that try to kill us or something.
Yeah, or we can like upkeep Vigor the Saga. I guess we should like end step Vigor the Saga and hope they tap out. Something like that.
Oh, that sounds nice, yeah.
But it's a little hard because I think it's like all we can really beat is like one Metallic Rebuke. Like we could untap and like Pact. I think we should wait and try to tap them out when they like once they have the second counter in the Saga, then we can like try to tap them out like that.
Okay.
Because basically we have to untap and then like Summoner's Pact for a land. Okay, there's a land. I
Okay.
think we just play it tapped, and then we like end of turn figure their saga
End of their
and hope they
turn,
tap
right?
out. Yeah.
Okay. I see. Okay, so we're gonna end of turn vigor and hope that they tap out to like make constructs or something,
Yeah.
or counter, or we kind of need to vigor both the saga and the pithing needle, right? Because we need to hit the pithing
Yeah.
needle to like do our thing.
Well, at this point, we have enough cards that we can like Neoform just into Galta and try to Xenagos them.
Okay. Okay. Till next turn. Turn an instant or sorcery. Draw a lot of cards. Okay. So, do we want to pitch to play around Rebuke?
I think we kind of want them to rebuke us. I mean, we can't really beat. I don't think we can really play around anything here. We just kind of vigor their thing, and we just hope they have nothing.
Okay, so I'm casting this on Saga and Pithing Needle.
Yeah.
They're tapping.
Okay. Got one counterspell down, maybe? No. Okay, we got them to make a Saga token. Maybe we can draw Veil of Summer.
Terastodon.
I
Okay.
think now we just kind of have to go for it. I
Okay.
don't know if it's getting better.
So Allosaurus Rider into Neoform.
Yeah, and then we're gonna
Um.
Neoform for Galta, maybe.
Okay. So I can get rid of this Terastodon, right? We don't need it in our hand.
Well, I think we're gonna Galta it into play. I think we just get rid of the
Oh,
two
okay.
Eldritch
I
Evolution.
understand. I understand. Okay. So we're gonna play Allosaurus Rider. Then we're gonna cast Neoform.
We're just gonna pray that our Neoform works. Yeah.
We have 3 mana.
Surely they can't have anything.
So I don't think I ever actually read what Galta did last time. It puts stuff into your hand or from your hand into play.
It puts all puts all your creatures into play from
Oh,
your hand.
all of them. Then this is not a bad draw if this works.
Yeah.
Force of negation.
Yeah, no, this is extremely good if it works. Okay, well, I don't know if we could ever actually beat that, even at the very beginning. So
Okay. Should we concede and try the next one?
yeah, that sounds good.
All right. I'll just hit buttons better next time. All right. So in the middle of that game, I realized that we used to attempt to win the game with Thassa's Oracle, and now we don't do that anymore. And so we're going to talk about some of the lines that we can take. Well, Tristan's going to talk me through it. So most of the time we're casting Neoform on Allosaurus Rider. And we said that most of the time we're getting Gristlebrand because we're going to be out of cards in our hand and we need to get more cards. Then
Yeah.
we would try to win the following turn.
Yeah, so I would say, well, basically, if we're casting, I say there's kind of like two main lines once we're at the point where we're casting Neoform on Allosaurus Rider. Uh, the primary one, well, I guess the ideal one is that we would be Neoforming into Galta, and Galta would put like a bunch of gross creatures into play. Sometimes that's like Disciple, and we draw more cards, or sometimes it's like ideally Xenagos, and it doubles the power of Galta, and you just win. But in practice, it's kind of like you have to like mulligan a lot. It's kind of luxurious to have extra green cards in your hand to be able to do this. So I would say most often you're just casting Neoform and getting Gristlebrand, and then the Gristlebrand is like a big life linker. It's hard to deal with. It's hard for them to attack into it, and it draws you a bunch of cards. And so then you're gonna once you have the Gristlebrand, you're gonna untap, pay a bunch of life, draw a bunch of cards, and then you're gonna have like a second wave where you're then gonna cast Allosaurus Rider again and Neoform or Eldritch Evolution it, and then this time you'll get Galta, and then that one will put Xenagos in play, and then you'll win that turn.
Okay. And
Um,
so
and
the only cards we can get with Glittering Wish now that we are here are Neoform and Sky Turtle. So good to know.
yeah,
Okay, sorry, what were you gonna say?
and then the Ureni is like the last one is the Ureni, which is like sometimes you need to like get rid of a creature, like you need to your opponent is playing Belcher or something, and they play Tameshi on 3, and you need to like get rid of it because it's gonna win the game for your opponent if you don't. Or sometimes like against energy, you just don't have enough life to get Gristlebrand, or they have a removal spell. So the Ureni is kind of the like it's like the sort of solo threat that's gonna try to win the game, and it's hard to interact with.
Okay. All right, I am ready. Let's try again.
But yeah, I would say the deck is pretty real. Whether it's like a top 5 deck or like a top 20 deck is like I think unclear. Definitely like a lot of decks have really bad matchups into it, but also a lot of decks have pretty good matchups into it. And
Oh,
so, and I think people like there's also just like hate cards people can play. Like people have adapted,
this hand looks good.
so it's possible that this hand seems insane. Yeah,
I did it. I've learned.
Yeah.
So this deck seems
All it
like it'd
took was
probably
one
be
match to get it out of
pretty
the way.
good into energy, which is like the big one in the format, right?
Yeah, I would say as a heuristic, usually you want to play against the non-blue decks.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say about Portico first, but maybe now we want to get
Yes. Well,
the
I guess
archive instead.
yeah, maybe you just want to play the Rainforest to try to just hide the fact that we're on Neoform.
What other decks in the format play Mysterious first? A bunch of them, right?
A
Don't like
bunch
all
of
the
them probably,
artifact decks
yeah.
play Mysterious?
Yeah, and probably like any blue deck, I don't know, probably plays it. Um, just because we kind of want our opponent to tap out here,
Oh,
yeah.
is Angel's Grace always to prevent losing the game from the pack trigger, or do you sometimes do this when they would kill you? I guess you can do either.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's definitely definitely for both. I would definitely cast it if you're
Okay.
gonna die. But yeah, it's kind of like probably most commonly cast, I would guess, to not
um,
die to your pact.
this is a green card.
I think yeah, in this case, the green card actually isn't that helpful because the only thing that we could like if we on our turn we're gonna like play Rider and then we're gonna Neoform it, and the only thing that we would get out of it is like putting if we got Galta, we just put Galta from our hand into play. So the Galta in our hand doesn't actually like do that much. So we might like rather try to hit a creature that we can put into play if we Neoform for
Okay,
Galta. If that makes sense.
it does. That's not it. Let's get
Yeah, is it?
Gristlebrand.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
learning. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll thing. Are we gonna get force negation? Hope not.
I also hope not, but I don't think we can ever stop it. So okay, that was fast. We technically could get Ureni here, but I don't think it's I don't know, it's pretty risky.
Okay, I think I like Gristlebrand.
Um, the advantage of the Ureni is that they might not have any way to deal with it, and we can just attack them twice, which might actually be better.
That sounds like it might be better. What ways do they have to kill
Yeah, I
this
think
that none, right? They're all blue or black, black or
yeah,
white?
well sometimes they have like sink into stupor or something like that.
Oh, I see.
Otawara.
It seems
I
like
think it's
Ureni is
probably
probably
the problem.
safer.
Yeah, I think the Urani's probably better here. The main issue is that I think we could lose even if we draw a bunch of cards. Like they could like kill the Gristlebrand and we could draw a bunch of cards and potentially not win next turn. Oh, oh.
Was I
Well, I
supposed to
think
do
they're
something?
rest fixed. No, no, no. Our opponent could have discarded a card to grow their frog.
Oh, I see. Bye! Sorry, I'm recording. I have a bunch of friends that are at my house with my other roommates
Oh,
and they're drunk.
classic.
Stay in the life. Okay, what are you
Uh,
gonna do about our Urani now?
I'm
Punk?
extremely
Nothing.
hungover.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
All right, it worked. So, okay, all we saw was a frog. I have no idea what's in frog decks nowadays.
Uh, it's mostly like counter spells, and I think the matchup is pretty bad. But it's like they have counter spells and frogs and like Oculus or something or Catrimos sometimes.
Okay, well, we should definitely bring in this Veil
But I think
Summer.
yeah, I think like the veils and the chants and the voice, something like that.
Okay, and what do we cut? Ritual?
Or maybe I don't know actually what we're supposed to cut. I have no clue. Um, the birthing ritual actually seems kind of good.
Oh, because we can
It
resolve
seems
it
kind of good in the
earlier.
counter spells.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay, I understand. I understand. So
Um,
maybe we can
so
trim like
maybe we actually
Eldritch.
yeah,
You
cutting Eldritch Revolution doesn't seem crazy to me at all.
want to cut all four?
Or no, I would cut like two or something in like two summoners packs maybe. You might even be able to cut like the Angel of Graces and like you might even be able to cut the packs and like two Angels Grace or something or
Oh, you
one
want to
Angels Grace.
leave
That's probably
and do like this?
it might be sketchy to do this. Yeah, or maybe like leave in one more evolution and just cut the pact altogether, or and cut the Grace altogether. I think yeah, and then this way where it's like we're just gonna accept that we have to pay for our packs, but it's kind of hard to like jam early. I think in this matchup, anyways. Like you,
Yeah, it feels like we need to
I
like
don't know.
kind
I don't know what the
of
right way to.
perfectly set up a situation where they can't interact.
Yeah, ideally, I think. Well, I don't really. I haven't played this matchup a lot, so I don't really know. But I would guess there's kind of two approaches. You either like. I think this hand seems as good. I don't think we have the luxury. There's not a deck where you have the luxury of mulliganing these hands. I
This seems
don't
kind of
think.
nice. Like does things.
Yeah, it was extremely good. Yeah, we have the. I mean, we have the call for the writer, and we have like the planar genesis to find something too.
Okay, let's play Portico first.
Yeah, yeah, uh,
I don't this. We have enough green cards.
yeah. I think we're totally. Yeah, I don't think we need it at all. I think
Okay,
we're
great.
now just trying to dig for like veil or chant or something.
I'm learning.
I was saying basically. I think in this matchup, I haven't played it, but I would guess that there's kind of two approaches you can take, which are like you either just try to like jam as soon as possible and hope they don't have anything, or you try to like sculpt a hand that has like veils and chants and ways to play through stuff and try to like choke them on mana.
So we'll say yes
Um,
and force them
yeah,
to things. It appears
yeah. As
this
long
time
as
they
they're
did
not
not
like,
just jam a frog. They were like, "What if I die?"
yeah. I
So
think
they
if
did
they
jam it.
right, if they had
Oh
like
man.
jammed a frog here, then I think we would be kind of forced into probably just jamming because it's like really hard to improve our
Do
position. But
do we want to Eladamri's call while they're tapped
isn't
out?
um, yeah, I don't hate the Eladamri's call here. I think that's good.
Threaten them. Emac casting like yeah, this deck feels like it probably
Oh,
struggles with a lot
yeah.
of counter spells.
Honestly, if they cast Force Engagement here, that's like I think kind of good for us. I mean, it's not ideal. Ideally, they just wouldn't have it, but uh, it's much easier,
I can't think about what else in
much
the
better to have
format they'd be
them.
thinking about. We just always get this Allosaurus,
I
right,
mean, maybe
right,
they're
right.
just yeah. It's yeah. I guess maybe we were supposed to. We could have like tried to give Voice of Victory. I think not in this particular spot, but we could have like instead tried to cast Planar Genesis first, and then if we found a writer, we could have taken Voice of Victory. But I don't. I think it's. I'm not even sure that's better.
Another one.
Okay. Um, I think we still. I mean, I don't think. I think we're not under that much pressure. I think we can still just wait.
You don't just like
But
play a land pass.
yeah, I think I like playing land pass. I guess we could just try to like play an outsource writer to have like buy some time, but I don't know if I like that. That's like totally possible. They just have removal spells in their deck.
Okay, we should play the Boseiju and hold on to the green.
Yeah, I think that's better. I don't think they're likely to have any artifacts or anything.
And then we'll just like plan to Planar Genesis and end step if
Yeah,
I guess always. I guess Bowman's applying like some amount of pressure. Not ideal. Okay, let's cast Planar
yeah. It also makes
Genesis.
it hard to like Gristlebrand when the time comes.
This blue and green card.
Okay,
Okay, so we want Orange Chant.
step one. Yeah.
So do try to
See what we
do
draw, but
this.
oh,
Oh, that's
um,
kind of nice.
yeah. I guess now I would just cast that.
Yeah, I think I like that.
And then next turn we can try to orange chant. They only have like 5 cards, so seems plausible we could run them out of stuff.
Okay, I see the intent of the birthing ritual. It makes sense.
Yeah, it seems pretty good here. I was a skeptic, but and then we have to figure out if we're gonna play a land, which I guess
Um,
we probably should.
I feel like we
I don't
kind
know if
of
they have anything that.
don't want to.
Yeah, I don't think they have any like spell pierce type stuff. So it's not clear to me that the land ever does anything, and we're not going to be able to get Brand. So the
I feel
extra
like we
green
just want
cards are
more
good.
green cards.
Yeah, yeah, especially with if the birthing ritual resolves, we can like try to double rider or something.
Delta. Gotta love. Okay, so we'll.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best turn we're gonna get. I think we just chant first and then
Target player,
see what happens.
not target ourselves. Moto doesn't quite hold your hand like Arena does.
Yeah, I guess on arena,
Oh,
I guess I have cast Orange Chant on arena. It might make you. Okay, well that's a good answer.
okay, well, can't do anything about that.
Not much we can do about that one.
I don't even think I saw that they had white man.
I kind of forgot that they could have this card in their deck. Now they're like thinking about whether to play a Bowmaster or something.
Okay, so we'll pass spells. Or I guess I should think if we want to land.
You could play a land, but I don't think you want to because I think you're gonna want to cast both riders.
Yeah. Romance
Subtlety of the
on
card.
us.
I think we're kind of in an okay spot here. They just don't have very many cards. They probably have like some of them might be like Force of Negation or something, which is not gonna
I mean, we could like play Allosaurus Rider. Oh,
Okay, that seems
that's
extremely good for us.
yeah, ambitious.
I mean,
Okay,
subtlety is like a card that we have to worry about here, or oh
can be untapped, right? Yeah.
yeah,
So I think we start with
I guess we should just
voice victory.
yeah, I would start with the voice victory. I guess the fear here is that they could like chant us again, but I think that's fine.
And even if they chant this, like they're 1/1s, it's a 1/3.
Okay, that's fine.
So
And now I guess we just play a rider. Maybe. Oh yeah, I guess we should leave like another rider and the Eldritch Devil. Like probably we should probably leave the Xenagos in our hand. I guess.
I was thinking Freylease and
Wait. Yeah, that sounds good. And then if it resolves,
um. So
I think we yeah.
we have a couple options. Is it better to just save, let it the birthing ritual?
I think it probably is. I don't know if it's crazy. I don't think they could have like Solitude in their deck. It seems really likely that they could have Force of Negation.
Yeah,
So I
I just
think
don't
maybe it's
think
just better to pass.
playing the Neoform is worth it. And then like we can keep the
Yeah, I
green card
think
in our
playing
hand to
Neoform
try again.
is bad. Yeah, I think the only question is whether we just wanted to whether we want to play the second rider now or not. But I don't think there's really a ton of reason to.
Okay, so now 7.
Yeah, I guess maybe playing the second rider is good. Okay, perfect. You got the Atraxa. Oh,
It's 1
I guess
plus,
this
right?
is
So we
also
can't.
a good reason. It's no, it's a really weirdly worded card. It's anything less than or equal to 1+.
Okay. Get the
So it's gonna
cards.
I've never done this on Moto before, but it's gonna say like okay, and then it'll ask if you want to sack a creature, and then you'll
I
click on the
click
creature.
this.
Yeah,
Okay, I
and
see.
then it'll leave. I guess one thing I didn't think about is that we could have maybe played our cards so we didn't have to discard a hand size here. But
Land. Delta?
um, I think we would rather get the Disciple for the creature, like land creature, sorcery instant. We're gonna have to discard a hand size, but it'll probably just be the land. Yeah, this looks good to me.
Yeah, I think
And I
we should
guess we just
discard
discard the
the
land to hand size. Yeah, in hindsight, I guess we should have played the second rider in part so that we didn't have to do this.
I mean, do we
I
need
guess the second rider is also good because they could have like counterspell up or something.
is there a reason we would want 4 lands next turn? Like do we maybe wanna
Yeah, I guess we can just get rid of the
Glittering
glittering
Wave?
wish.
Like not doing very much, right? Because we already have.
No, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Feels like they must have a way to counter this. Them to make costs.
Okay.
Now our first spells should. I guess they could have upkeeped it. So they probably don't have anything.
I don't think they have can't. I think they have like force of negation and maybe another spell snare or something.
Like what if we Allosaurus
So yeah,
Rider and then end step.
yeah.
Oh, I guess we would
I
need
would
to
definitely start with the
find.
Allosaurus Rider. Or I guess I would start by playing the Rainforest probably,
Okay, now we'll
and then
Allosaurus Rider,
yeah,
Disciple, and
Yeah, I
Um,
guess the Disciple and maybe one of the big cards. Maybe the Urani. Maybe the
already feels
Urani's
like
good. Maybe the Xenagos. Maybe
yeah.
the Xenagos, I guess, is not totally necessary
If
here.
we're
Yeah,
using birthing ritual on the Unsip, then I think we can.
yeah.
Okay, and then I don't want to get
Do
spell
we want to
snared.
call and get? Well, what if we play the call and just play another rider?
Okay, so we call, get another rider. Okay, yeah, I like that. Green, white, a
Yeah,
fine
green
way to
white.
tap, right?
Yeah. And then it's like kind of awkward. I don't think they can like force a negation necessarily, so take the rider. And then I think we just cast it and like leave.
You want to cast the rider or the?
Kinda, yeah. I kinda wanna cast the rider and pitch the two left cards, but it
Okay,
might be degen.
I think that's fine. I mean, like
Yeah.
honestly,
It just seems
Allosaurus
hard to
Riders
cast
kind
the
of looks
Neoform
nice right
still.
now.
Yeah, it just blocks their stuff. I mean, we need to not die to the frog, but
9.
oh. Hmm. I didn't think about that one. Oops.
I also did not think about that one for what it's worth. Well, they don't have enough cards to
No.
more cards. They put us to 1. But this would put us to 2.
Okay, you have to draw a bunch of cards.
I can just have 6 or 0, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, we might just be dead.
Well, you can make them click things.
Yeah.
Oh, they
I
draw
guess
a
I
bunch
didn't
of
think about sign.
cards.
Maybe we needed to I was
Okay.
thinking the birthing ritual was like totally safe. Maybe we should have played the Neoform.
Okay, I see we're dead.
That was a cool game though.
Yeah. Okay, I think I like the
We
way our
could,
deck is built. We could put in Pact, maybe?
it's not crazy to put in the pack. The only issue is that then we need to like leave in the Angel's Graces or something because we need like a lot of mana to pay for them.
That also means we probably want the other Pact.
I kind of like this configuration, but I'm not like really confident in it.
But let's just try it.
It's possible that yeah, other people are doing stuff way differently. Seems good to me.
Lands.
About as good as you can hope for, I think.
Is to get Allosaurus Rider.
Yeah, we can call for Voice of Victory maybe.
Get
Yeah.
Netherlands seems fun. I think.
Yeah, I think well, and we can always I think I would mill it because we can always just play the disciples and stuff. So
Okay. Try to find better things.
yeah,
Okay, so we'll play
I
mine.
think I would play the I think I would play the disciple as a land because we're gonna have to pay for these packs.
Okay.
We need our gemstone mine not to die.
You want to pay 3? We can call.
Yeah, yeah, like end of turn call probably.
Okay, we want to try to call.
Yeah,
Maybe we're just going for it. Is that crazy? Yeah, we just play
Um,
land. Eldritch Revolution. Okay, well, never mind.
we could still. It's possible. Well, we can't. I guess we can't play the pact because we can't pay
We
for it.
died at
So
it. Well, this seems like a nice card to play.
yeah, the prisoner ritual seems nice.
And we
Play
get to
prisoner
resolve
ritual
it.
and then like tap.
Oh, I mean, unless they want to force
They
negation.
could force it.
That gets rid
Yeah,
of the force negation.
this seems good. Okay.
Can't say I was expecting.
Mm.
Oh, an interesting. Oh,
Now, yeah. Well, now I guess we just. I would definitely go for it here.
yeah, I like
We
that.
can draw with the Gristle Brand into the fourth land.
Yes.
As long as they don't have active, or sorry, as long as they don't have force negation, I think we're.
If they have force negation, like I don't know what waiting is really.
Yeah, we definitely are not in a luxurious enough
This
position here to
gets
play around it.
Allosaurus Rider.
Yeah, this one. Yeah,
Then we cast Allosaurus Rider with the Freylease and the Pact.
and
Cast
then like Ray.
Neoform and Prey. Uh-oh. Okay, we're dead.
Unlucky.
Game 3. Oh no. That
Um,
was
I
game
was
3.
yeah, that was game three.
All right, welcome back for match number 3.
This hand,
This hand looks great.
yeah, this hand looks good too.
Maybe this deck's just good. Hopefully our opponent's not playing blue this time.
I,
I'm getting kind of over that. I just want to like do my things.
um, yeah, we have not put a lot of stuff in play so far.
I also haven't we lost all of the die rolls? Red. Oh, is this Storm?
Okay, I think it's Belcher. I
Oh, is
think
it Belcher? I don't know what that deck is.
like red Belcher. It's just like all in, try to combo as fast as possible.
Okay, we'll play Portico.
Yep.
If they're trying to combo as fast as possible, then I
Mm,
imagine we're trying to combo as fast. I don't think we
yeah.
want this.
Yeah, just mill it and hope to find Rider. Yeah.
Wait. How fast are they? Like, we have time to Elid Army's call, or probably
Uh,
not.
I don't. I've never. Well, we're gonna have to let Army's call, but I have no idea. I've never actually played against this deck, or
Bitter
I don't.
Union
I've only
doesn't
like heard
seem very
people talk about
scary.
it.
Okay,
Okay, discard a
Charbelcher.
Charbelcher is maybe a missing land drops. Probably a good sign for us.
Okay, so we'll play Gemstone Mine and I
Yeah,
guess
that seems good.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably not worth trying to risk the Summoner's Pact.
This is the card they win with. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land. Oh, I see. And they don't play lands. They only play these things.
Yeah.
I understand. Do they have a way to like
Okay. I'm
cheat
feeling.
Charbelcher into play or something?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I think they just have to cast like Iron Crag feet. And
Okay, so let's get Allosaurus Rider.
yep. And I think this now is a pretty clean win.
Okay, so Allosaurus Rider, or we want to win with Xenagos and Galta. Oh, Allosaurus Rider,
Yeah.
Neoform into Galta,
Like
Galta trigger on the stack, Pact for
yeah,
Xenagos.
yeah, that should
Wow,
do it. I don't think there's anything
I can't
really
believe
to
I
stop
figured
it.
that out. Okay, so we can get rid of anything that's not Neoform or Pact.
Yeah.
And we can cast Neoform, Allosaurus Rider, get Galta. And with the trigger on the stack, we cast Pact. Hit yes. Hit Xenagos. Then we hit okay. Nice.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Cool. Force of Vigor,
That's how the deck's supposed to. That's how the deck's supposed to work.
does this
Okay, I
stop
have
them?
actually no idea what's in this deck. What's in the Belcher deck? So I can try to look for a list. Maybe.
I guess I can also try to. Is there one in the showcase? I have that open still.
Okay.
Oh, here's one.
I don't. Is it? Did you find one? Well, most people are playing like blue Belcher,
Oh,
which
is
is
that
a
with
good
like
deck. Oh, here's one.
Tameshi and
Someone did.
Thunder Trap? That's what we were playing.
Yeah. Okay, I found a red one. It's just a bunch of rituals. Um, yeah, they don't really have any sideboard cards.
Okay.
It looks like it's basically just looks like the Storm deck, but they're playing Belcher instead of
So
Storm
like
cards.
Orange Chance probably good.
Orange Jam is probably quite good. Yeah,
And
they
then
do have like
like
Ruby Medallion,
can
but
we interact with Belcher? Like can we force a vigor or by that time is it too late?
yeah, it's too late. You could Force Vigor the Ruby Medallion, but I don't know if it's worth it to try to like dilute
No, I
what's
think
going
it's
on.
probably
Maybe we
not good
want like
unless you
the
could force it.
Orange Chance and the Pact of Negation, maybe.
That seems to make sense. And then maybe like Revolution.
I think I would maybe cut like Birthing Ritual.
Oh, Birthing Ritual, yeah, seems. Then maybe like Trim and
And then maybe the
Axe.
Atraxas. Yeah, I think then we don't need the Atraxas. And
Don't
then
probably don't need any of them.
yeah, and then maybe like the Beseiju and maybe like one Force Vigor.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that seems good.
Okay. Wow, that's the fastest game we've played all day. I love this.
That's how the deck's supposed to work.
Okay.
Okay, well this hand also seems extremely good. Oh, Angel's Grace is probably really good in this matchup.
Oh yeah, because they just can't kill us with Belcher, right?
Yeah.
I didn't actually read the Belcher again. Cards on the top of your library into real land. Oh, because it'll be tapped. So we can just change Angel's Grace and then win the following turn.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Hmm. Wasn't on the list I clicked on. That seems good against
They
us.
have 3 cards.
Oh. Well that okay.
Now
Yeah, then I guess we just wait.
they have 2 cards. All right, let's get a land.
Yeah. I don't know how many ways we have to deal with the bobble. Mostly just like it might just be Beseiju.
Boseiju
Or like one cast
or
Forsaker.
Forsaker we brought in.
Yeah.
Let's spin this.
Yeah, I think Benning is good. We have extra lands.
Find a way. I guess can they just like play another land and then play Belchers? Like what?
Yeah, I would mill that. Yeah, I don't I guess that's probably
We
most
did
likely.
it.
There we go. I guess we just like end of turn Beseiju it probably.
And now we have Angel's Grace.
Yeah, it seems really safe. Yeah, they could play like land Iron Craig, beat Belcher or something like that. Okay, we get a basic. It's fine. It's probably still wait until on step, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, if they go to NSIP, then it doesn't really matter if we.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
so I'll
breeding
get
pool
breeding
probably.
pool. Okay, and now we can do the same thing we
Yeah,
did
now we're
last
tapped
time.
out. Yep.
Look, a Galta. This,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
trying to think. This Galta, Galta on the stack packed. Man, I'm getting good at
Finally,
this.
easy matchup.
Then it goes.
Nice. 2 turn 3 wins.
Woohoo! All right, here we are for the next
Yeah,
match.
okay.
We finally won a die roll. Very exciting. And this doesn't look like the nuts, but it also doesn't seem terrible. I don't know how aggressively we should be
Yeah.
mulliganing. Fine, I think.
I actually have no idea. I think this is probably fine to keep. I wouldn't be. Are we in the play?
We're on the play, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We can try keeping. If someone told me you're supposed to mulligan this, I wouldn't be surprised. But I also think it seems
Yeah,
pretty
I feel
reasonable.
like if it
It's
was
like,
an open decklist tournament, it also would kind of like, yeah,
yeah, it's like I think you would keep this on 6. Like you'd be like really happy to have this hand on 6.
yeah. But I mean, like, it's got a way to keep us from dying. Okay,
Yeah,
energy, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I think also generally it's like harder to find the Eldritch Evolution Neoform part of the deck than the Rider part of the deck. So it's better to keep like. You might want to take the Archive. Oh, this is fine too.
Neoform.
Oh, I guess we don't need that. I guess it doesn't
Yeah,
help.
because we already have Eldritch. Want to
Yeah.
find the. That's better.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and now the idea is just that we're fast. We can Windswept Heath for Breeding Pool. No, yeah, Breeding
Yeah, and then
Pool. Call for Rider,
yeah,
and then Eldritch Revolution and win the game.
yeah. I don't know. We're either gonna take like Brand or Ureni.
I guess exactly what we get is yeah, but
One thing about this matchup is you definitely, well, in this case, we're gonna like untap and get them. But if the game goes on, you can definitely like lose. You can like lose games after going off here because the energy deck is just like so good at gaining life and stuff.
I got the wrong land, but this one was fine.
Yeah, that was totally
Not the
fine.
one I planned on. But Rider.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, well now
Well,
we can get Galta.
I was gonna say, yeah. Which one should we get? But now it's easy.
Okay, so we play Rider. Galta.
Yeah.
Put in your
Yep.
only
I
deal
think.
damage to
Yeah. Yeah. Just two creatures, but yeah. And then I think
probably fling it.
hopefully our 10-10 and 12-12 board. It seems likely that it will win the game.
Nice. We're learning what our deck does. Well, this is a lot of fun now that our opponents aren't playing
They
blue
could.
cards. I don't have to think about anything on their side of the field.
It is. It is substantially easier. Yeah. As
Oh,
long as they don't have like. Oh, well, it's the thing is the Ureni Pro White is pretty good here. It's
yeah, your Rennie lives, but they're not dead
it's
next
pretty hard
turn.
for them to get rid of it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to combat. Attack. And then, I mean, we'll just pass, right?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I think we could pass. I don't think we would ever birthing ritual the Ureni into anything. So
Yeah, it's just like the safest creature. And we have Angel's Grace,
yeah,
like, just in case they try to kill us.
they could. Yeah, the best thing they could do is probably like some sort of like arena glory flage thing. But it's I don't know how they could get enough cards in the graveyard. I will say the Angel's Grace does line up kind of poorly into the bombardment sometimes. Like
Yeah, because they can just do
you
like
live at one, but
the
then
next
they
turn.
just kill you the next turn. But I don't think they're gonna win
Oh wait.
here. It seems
Oh, they
pretty
can't minus.
unlikely.
So they can minus this.
Oh yeah, well yeah, if they could -4, but
Okay, well,
cool.
this is
That was
fun.
easy. I think
uh
people usually board in like Orm's Chant. Or sorry, that's what the like energy people are boarding in, I think, is like Orm's Chant and
oh, I see. Okay. Do we want like packed maybe?
yeah, maybe Pact is good. Um Maybe the Flood Mod is good. I don't really know what the Flood Mod is for, to be honest.
And bouncing a creature doesn't seem bad, but it feels like it kind of dilutes our plan, which I don't know if we care
Yeah,
to do that.
I think I like just bringing in the Pact of Negations and cutting like
Birthing.
um the Birthing Ritual seems kind of good. Maybe I would cut like Planar Genesis or something. I don't know,
Well,
something
there's
slow.
exactly two of them.
Yeah, it seems like just seems like an easy swap,
Okay,
but I don't
I'm
know if
in.
it's good.
I trust you. You've got good instincts, Tristan.
Maybe we'll see. This deck is I do like playing decks like this, but this one is definitely
Well,
superior than most. I
we have
don't
the thing.
We do, although we're
We
like
don't have
using a
green
lot of green
cards,
cards.
but I think that'll be okay. We can like surveil.
Yeah, we can surveil twice. It's probably, or I guess we can surveil once. I think it's probably fine. We have like we're on the draw. We have a lot of green cards in our deck.
Yeah, I feel like our deck means we don't really want to mulligan like
It's
this.
really
Like you need a
hard. It's
certain
really
number of
hard to
cards
mulligan.
for your deck to like do things.
Yeah. Okay. Step one.
I hit 0, so I remember to surveil. Okay, we have a forest, so I should get archive.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
I guess should we have put something in for Blood Moon? Deck plays Blood Moon, doesn't it?
Oh, people do play Blood Moon. I don't know if we have anything for Blood Moon, anyways. We have a Besiju up, so
That's true.
we're a little insulated. I guess we should
Oh,
keep
it's green
green
card.
card.
It's good, right?
Yeah, yeah. We are gonna take a lot of damage from this Oslo Pride, but not. I guess not that much. Only gonna take like 8 next turn.
Oh, I see why
We
they're
may
so
need to
good at hitting.
draw.
I see. Even like Xenagos on Galta might not be enough.
Yeah, it's like probably not. This is definitely like a somewhat common occurrence in these sorts of matchups. Um,
Oh, I mean, still the most efficient thing to do is to call and then
yeah,
Eldritch Revolution. Do they have a way to
yeah, and then
kill
Mount
our thing?
Revolution.
Is there a chance we want to just play it this turn? We have a
No, I would
blocker.
just wait. I would just play the forest and pass and hold up to Besiju and stuff. I think the only thing is that need to figure out what the best thing to get is because Urani might not stabilize and
I think
it might be a
Urani's
too low life total for Gristlebrand.
definitely not gonna stay. I mean, I guess it's not
Like
definitely, but
ideally in these spots we would like have extra. We would just like have a summoner effect or something, and we'd be able to get like Galta. Sometimes you can like Galta plus the flip creature, like double Galta or oh, I don't have another creature.
yeah, because now they don't die to Xenagos on
They would die
Galta.
exactly actually because you get a counter on the Galta,
Oh, I see. So
but
Rider,
yeah,
but we don't have Pact, so um, So now it's just a matter of what we get.
That's the Yeah, I guess the life total probably matters. It's probably better to, like, play the Boseiju. Or I guess we ride her first and pitch probably the Wish and the Ritual.
Wait, what if we play the ritual instead of Eldritch Evolution? Maybe that's not good.
It might be better, although it's hard to know exactly, like, what the Angel, because the problem is if we Angel Grace, we might get another turn, but I don't know how we're gonna win the next turn.
Okay, so we need to ride her and get
We ride her, and then we're gonna get,
Bristlebrand.
I guess, what are our options? Yeah, we can get, like,
Bristlebrand,
Urani seems too
Galta,
slow.
Rennie. Rennie definitely does
Bristlebrand,
not
we
kill
can get
anything.
Atraxa. Atraxa might be the best.
We can't get a Can we get a Traxa?
We can with the evolution, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Atraxa definitely seems best.
I mean, it's not a perfect plan, but
It's a
we
plan.
can also Atraxa can maybe find active negation.
We did put back Nation. Definitely the best tree. I don't know.
Yeah, it
What
also
if
sees more
we
cards
Rennie and
too.
just kill? That's probably
I
not gonna
also yeah, I
though.
don't think that's crazy either. The only problem is that we
I don't think it's good enough.
the problem is that if we do that, it's definitely not crazy. It's just we don't necessarily make any progress like the turns afterwards. I mean, this like the Atraxa line has all sorts of issues, but if we put Uranium into play, it's like they can just like play Land Fable or something, and they're like, we can't really race them. One enchantment. The the Xenagos Soul enchantment, I think.
Gemstone Mine's probably.
Yeah. And then I guess it's like Neoform. And maybe the Urani should be in our hand. I don't, or
And
yeah, I guess the Urani should be in our hand, yeah.
we can Neoform the
And Galta for it.
Atraxa for
Yeah, we can
Alta,
also
right?
Summoner's Pact for another. I think if we untap, we're doing pretty well.
And we'll just discard a land. Probably.
Yeah. Oh, I guess maybe me saying to click the Urani was bad because now we might have to pitch it, but that'll be fine. We'll just draw a green card.
Okay, so we'll pitch a land, and then we can plan to Neoform the Atraxa into Galta. And we can put in Urani and Xenagos. Urani can kill some
Yeah, if we get
things. And
yeah,
yeah, if so, presuming we live this turn, we should be okay, I think.
so if they discharge us and they
Oh,
don't win, then I think we're still okay if we can find like oh, uh-oh.
I don't think they knew how to
Either they messed up, well, either that or they just needed the energy and we're totally dead. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I think
This
I
just
don't
looks
know.
like
I
we
mean,
have
we
like
could have
faith.
gotten the Urani here and we could have eaten their things, but it's hard because like the Urani just has to like sit. It's not like I don't think we can ever attack with it.
And we're kind of like out of cards.
Yeah. It's like
I
if
feel like
we
they just
the
like
part where we have to attack with
kill
it
us by going
three
Y at that
times
point.
is rough.
I mean, I think I like our plan.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this seems good.
I think being on the play will make the better.
Yeah. Definitely there's like the energy boards are just it is kind of common. Like the Pride, Oslo Pride boards are like too big to deal with.
Oh,
This hand seems great.
yeah. Banger.
I don't know
Keep.
what the math I have not played with the birthing ritual. I don't know what like the math on the hit rate is, but So far we haven't bricked. So I'm gonna assume that it's very good.
I like that assumption.
I I guess maybe we don't want it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh well,
Well, oh, it's kind of is a green card's probably good
I guess
enough,
we
right?
do.
Because we
Yeah,
want
and
to
then we
keep
can
your
like leave
any.
the Ureni or even the Disciple in our hand to try to. If that way, if we hit Galta, we have something else going on.
Let's play. I guess technically getting the land out of our deck is better. I think I want to Gemstone one
Yeah.
so we can surveil later.
Well, that seems fine. Sure. Yes. Yeah, birthing ritual, and then I guess leaving the Ureni in hand is probably for the best.
Yeah, I think so. I think we just like want your any in our deck.
Yeah, it's also true.
Okay, so we want
Okay.
nothing.
Well,
We want to not sacrifice,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, okay. So much for the hit rate.
I guess it's also not good for us. Maybe they just kill the rider.
They did show us that they left in discharge, but
Discharge and prison.
yeah, no.
I all of a sudden don't feel so good. Ooh,
Okay. Well,
well, here we are. What are we looking for?
yeah. I think we just get a surveillance. I mean, I think we're hoping to draw like Allosaurus Rider into Neoform would be maybe ideal.
I guess there's a chance they run out of it.
Oh yeah, we could also definitely get
They have so many cards.
the thing
They run
back.
out of energy. I feel like we're just
I mean,
dead.
I would breaking on the birthing ritual is really sad there.
I think the chances are kind of low. We have 3 Galta, 3 Atraxa.
Yeah, it should be like 70% or something, I would guess.
Yeah, I mean, it looks
It's like
good.
probably 8 good hits.
Well, that's step one, right?
Yep. There we go.
Pass.
And then we just draw Eldritch. Yeah, and we just draw Eldritch Evolution. I don't know what step 2 is. I don't know what we do after, or what step 3 is after we
After
cast
we
it, but
get it. Yeah, because we can't even. Ooh.
hmm.
Oh, now we're just dead, right?
Well, now are we dying this turn? We dying? Well, we might not actually be dead. We can. They don't have any energy, and we're only taking 3, 5, 6, 8 damage. Wow, we even drew it. I think we have to play the. I think we have to play the rider and let the prison die, and then try to rider away the thing.
Well,
Oh, that's so sad that we even drew the Neoform.
is it
So
better
yeah,
to
okay.
hold the rider until next? Probably, right?
Well, I think we're just gonna need to gain life. We could try to hold the rider until next turn.
I mean, like, this is 8 damage. So either they
Yeah.
have Monkey or they don't, right?
Well, they could have any because they have the. Oh, I guess the Arena of Glory doesn't work.
Yeah. So
Let's
the
play
only haste thing
here.
they have, I think, is Monkey. I don't know the deck that well, but
Yeah, yeah. Whereas playing the rider. The other thing is that gaining the life might matter because we might need. I think it's probably fine to pass. It's probably yeah. It does. It stops. It like means they can't necessarily attack with the Ocelot Pride. I'm a little worried that we could still lose even after we like put something in play, but also not having to use the disciple is good.
Okay. It looks like we're gonna die no matter what we do.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Well, we should put the. So I think it's not if we pitch the Neoform in the birthing ritual and we hit Galta,
But we can sack something, gain
we
life,
can draw a lot of cards and
gain a
kill
lot
some
of
stuff
life.
with the Ureni, and maybe we can find a way to live. I
I
mean,
think that's our best shot.
yeah, it doesn't seem impossible, but it's probably not the most likely. Okay.
Oh, doesn't seem.
Yeah,
That's okay. We'll win the
that
last
would have been
one.
cool.
All right. Here we are for the last match. And his hand has one pretty big problem and then a couple other problems too. So I think we should mulligan it.
Yeah, I'm in favor of mulliganing this one.
This one's better. It has all the
Yeah, this one
things.
seems great.
And we can bottom on land.
Yeah, I think land is good. Keep our green cards.
We'll plan to Glittering Wish for Neoform.
Yeah, go for the turn 3.
I haven't embarrassed myself too much with my photo clicking. That's good news. We also have not come quite close to timing out yet.
I will
Uh-oh.
say this deck is, I think, pretty hard to time out with. Okay,
Okay, this is Belcher,
I think it's Belcher.
right? I don't know what
Yeah.
the deck does, but I looked at a deck list and these two cards were in it.
Basically, it's kind of the deck's cool. They play like Flare of Denial, the blue one,
I
and then
imagine
they
it's
have
like
like
a
a bunch of
counterspell.
well, they have a bunch of counters. Yeah, it's the blue one where you sack a creature to counterspell from MH3,
Okay.
and they play a bunch of like Thundertrap Trainers and Pelagia Archaeologists,
See.
and then they
Well,
have like just normal counterspells and Disrupting Shoal,
this is the card
which
you're
is
talking about.
it's like yeah,
It appears this might be really bad for us.
yeah. Well, they kind of have the nuts. This is like the best possible hand that the deck can have. So
Um, another Glittering
I don't
Wish probably doesn't help us.
I don't really know how on earth we ever win, but we
I think it's
probably
not with this.
yeah, definitely not with that. We might need to it's possible that we need to like start attacking with our Allosaurus Rider.
Oh, that's not so crazy. Like play an Allosaurus Rider and attack.
Yeah,
I mean, we should
and just
pitch.
pitch like Disciple and Glittering Wish or pitch Disciple Call or something like that.
I was thinking Disciple Call, and
Or
then
we could try playing the yeah,
we'll try playing the Glittering Wish
yeah.
probably first.
I don't know.
Because they do
Allosaurus
only
is
have
definitely
3 cards. One of them is Flare. So like, if we play Rider and we just like have
yeah, and then
Threat of Neoform, then kind of nice, right?
yeah.
There is like a world where eventually we can play another Rider and another Neoform. We're many, many cards away, but
Only 2 cards. We get there. Oh, I guess wait. I guess we're 3 cards. We need another Neo too. Oh, okay.
okay.
Well, I don't know if anything was ever going to be this hand. Draws a lot of text on it. It's a very weird card. It turns all their lands into dark rituals.
Once they get the Lotus,
Oh, wait, the birthing ritual is like kind of the nuts, but
we can just play it, right? Then they have to counter and attack.
yeah. They have to counter it, and then we just hope that they like kind of break on their.
This is 2 time counters on it,
We're
right? Or
like a
is it
little.
just
We're
1
like kind
or
of
1?
still dead. No, it just has one. We're like kind of dead to the Smeshi, but they could like break hard and.
Which we should attack, right? Why not?
Yeah, I think attacking is good.
Their
And they're gonna
dominance.
like Meshi back and cast like Seagate Restoration, but they might not have anything, or they might like just bounce our guy.
They do only have 1 card. I don't know how much that means, but I guess they're getting a second. That does this. Okay, use it.
No, they can only do it as sorcery. So I guess they're just holding up a counter spell. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, we
I mean, I
can't.
guess I would just attack, and they could have like Lotus Bloom to Meshi back Lotus Bloom, and then like play Soporific Springs or something like that. Like they have like 9 mana. They could have also Seagate Restoration, but that's like probably bad.
We just want. We only have 1 card.
It has 11 mana. Yeah, I don't know what exactly is going on. I mean, I
Okay,
guess
but
there's
they
kind of 2
definitely
options.
would
We
have
could like
activated it, so we
Rider.
might as well attack.
Um, yeah, I mean, I think we definitely attack with the Rider, and then the question is whether we play second Rider or whether we Neoform, but we're like pretty dead on board. If
I mean, if we're pretty dead on board, then
I think we just have
right.
to Neoform, yeah. Although I feel like unless I just like misclicks. Yeah, I mean, I think we have to Neoform. I think the Rider is just not ever going to get there. But oh, yeah. The problem is we're just so wait. I'm so confused.
I don't know, but they can get back a counter spell, so I think we can just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I
The
don't really know
Tameshi
how
also
their
just
deck works.
makes like the Tameshi makes like 11 mana here or something, and they just cast like they get the counter spell and they cast a Sea Restoration and then
Okay,
rest.
so these seem good,
Yeah,
and
the Veil is
then
quite good.
we want the
I think
pact
the
of.
Sage is pretty good. Yeah, I think we do. I think Terastodon is also good here, and
Um,
then this might be a cut. Well, the Birthing Rituals seem good, but also the Atraxas don't seem that good.
Eldritch Evolution feels like it's maybe too expensive, and we can.
Sort of, except costing 3 is unintuitively much better than
Oh, because of
2
spell snare.
because they have a bunch of spell snares and they have Disrupting Shoal. I guess my instinct would be to cut like the 3 Birthing Rituals and the 3 Atraxas, and then like a Galta and the Ureni or something. I think the Ureni definitely should go because the pro they just have a bunch of bounce spells, and then yeah, like brawl these in, and then cut like Galta
That
and
I
oh
cut a
yeah, this
land.
seems good.
We put in Both Age.
Yeah. That seems right.
Okay,
We don't. Yeah. I mean, we could leave. No, this seems fine on the play.
I believe.
Oh, we can cut the forest maybe. Yeah, I think we can cut the forest for the gemstone mine. The life total doesn't matter, and they can't.
I trust.
Okay.
So the Tameshi returns their lands, which are spells, until they find Belcher.
Yeah.
They like draw a bunch of cards and try to find Belcher. Is that how the deck works?
Yeah. It just makes a bunch of mana basically. Yeah, it picks up all their lands and makes a ton of mana with the bloom. Um, Usually if they untap with Tameshi, they just win. If they have Lotus Bloom in the graveyard and they untap with Tameshi, usually the game's over. But it lets them like cast Whir for Belcher
Oh, okay. Learning.
sometimes, or
Oh,
but I have not played a ton these modern decks. I just watch
utilized
some
all
people
of
play
the boarding
Belcher.
on the play.
Um,
Okay.
wait, I assume we're not allowed to mulligan this, but it is. Yeah, it's definitely bad into the Belcher interaction, but I don't know what. It seems really hard to hope to do better.
Better than this.
Just like hope to draw a Veil of Summer or something.
Our opponent's disconnected.
Okay, that's one way we can get there.
So what happens when my opponent disconnects on Moto? Because I know that like I can sit here and I can chat for like however long it takes someone to disconnect on Arena, and then I can just like bring the recording back after they reconnect. But on
Yeah, I
Moto,
think it
they can time out for like the
on
next
Moto, I think it
15
times them
minutes,
out.
can't they?
I think after like 12 minutes or something, it times them out. But yeah, it's like it's a long time.
So maybe we should like outro, and if our opponent
Well, we can
reconnects
outro.
in the next
We
3
can give them like a
minutes.
minute or two. I would guess maybe just like Moto Crash or something.
I mean, they did win the first match or the first game. I
Yeah,
feel like. Also, I feel like I've
I
seen
could
this
probably
username
get.
before.
Yeah, Edgar. Um, I thought it was Edgar Mahales, but it might not be. Or Edgar. I don't know what his name is.
Well, I guess now is a good time to just like chat. So, for anyone that hasn't seen the tweet, I'm going to Japan. That's because of Tristan.
Oh, the Japan thing happens so fast. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So, we'll be adventuring Japan. Well, I've been told that I should be entering my vlog era and that I should be vlogging Japan, but like every time
I'm down to vlog.
I try to use a
I'm down to vlog
camera in
Japan.
public, I get nervous.
Oh yeah, I'm hyper embarrassed to use camera in public.
Okay, I
I just need to
think
take more photos. I'm so bad at taking photos at Magic events.
yeah, so
Every
my
time I say it, that was like my New Year's resolution last year was to take more photos, and then I didn't do it.
so
Well, I did it
I
just
am
not at
like
Magic events.
I'm super pro photos, but my partner really hates photos. Like avoids them like the plague and gets very upset anytime I want to take pictures specifically of him. Like he doesn't care if I'm taking like pictures of like me or around me, but like he doesn't want to be in any of them, which is kind
That's fair.
of
That's how
sad.
my mom is. Yeah.
All right, let's call this a video, I think. Thank you everybody for watching. Unfortunately, our opponent appears to have disappeared, and so we're gonna leave. Thank you, Tristan, for being here.
I will say, just
Would you
for
like
correct
to?
record, I do believe Edgar B is Edgar Magalhaes. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah, it
Canadian
sounds
Magic
familiar.
player.
Big man, like a lot of big
He's
moto
pretty
grinder
good.
too, right?
But yeah, yeah. I think I said his name wrong, so I felt bad. But
Oh,
yes,
I
anyway,
see.
sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Outro.
Would you like to plug any of your social media? Oh wait,
I don't. Oh,
was the
is
upkeep
he
a
back?
change? Wait,
Can you
am
open
I
the chat
seeing
maybe on
stuff?
the bottom left?
No, he's here.
Oh, okay, we got it. Never mind.
Okay, we're back. Never mind.
Okay, we can cut that part out. False alarm.
Everything's fine. All right. I feel like them keeping 7 is like pretty nerve-wracking.
Oh, Edgar qualified in the RC yesterday. Today.
Oh, nice. We don't want
And
this.
now he's playing modernly.
Okay. Are we casting Glittering Wish? Probably don't need to, right? I think surveilling, trying to find
Yeah, surveilling seems better to me.
Allosaurus Rider is better. I feel
Yeah,
like our
or
goal is
even
kind of
like
like maybe they can interact and we can find Allosaurus Rider and Eldritch Evolution. I guess we can't. Oh, we don't need the Galta.
yeah. I mean, ideally we would find like Orange Chant or something probably.
Russian Ray. Yeah, it's a land.
Blue White Guildgate. One of the most confusingly templated cards maybe of all time.
Oh, Veil. That's good.
Okay, that seems pretty good.
Okay.
Guess now we should Glittering Wish for Neoform maybe.
I agree. I should play my land first, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this seems good. Although I don't.
I guess we don't really want to
I think if they
Veil
counter,
even
we
if
should
they
just let
do
it go.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we'll get Neo.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could. I think it's better to get Neoform. Yeah, we just want to like. We're probably not even gonna cast it, but this way, if we draw like Orange Chant, we have the one that costs 2.
Yeah. And then we have like an Orm Chant and Veil and win the game.
I think I would be pretty likely to win.
Hacking for. Okay. Um,
Okay. I kind of think we should just start with. Well, I guess yeah. I kind of think we just start with the Veil.
okay.
And then
And if this resolves,
yeah, if it resolves, then we can Neoform for Zilbrand.
yeah, we'll pact for Rider and Neoform.
And I think we should try to leave. I think we should try to leave up the Gemstone Mine, so we can.
Flush play is breeding.
Yeah. If we leave up the Gemstone Mine, then we can like hold up Angel's Grace maybe if we draw it. Like yeah, and then we have to hope they don't have like subtlety. Okay.
getting Gristlebrain.
Yeah.
Want to draw cards
And then
now?
I think it's fine to just wait. I don't think we want to discard the hand size.
What if they
I
have
guess maybe
like?
we should fire off one now. Maybe
My concern is like if they have
we could
consign.
cast. Well, consign it's an activated ability, so they can't counter it. But we might want to draw cards now. We could like put a rider into play.
Yeah, let's draw cards.
Oh,
Kind of good.
yeah. I think we just cast a rider. I
Even
guess pitching the Terrastodon and the Wish, maybe.
pass.
Cool. Yeah. And I think we don't need to chant. We can like wait for something to happen.
Have haste, right?
Sure. No. Well, it does, but it costs 3 mana to activate.
This is fine. We need to chant
Yeah.
in response. No, right? There's no...
I think we should maybe activate the Grizzlebrand in response because if we found like okay, mostly because we're gonna have to pay for our pact. So it's like
We want to. And
yeah,
we
I
have a
think we should probably
legendary creature.
Besage you at end of turn. Yeah, because then we're gonna have to untap and
And we have to pay for pact.
okay.
Never mind.
Nice.
Okay, do we want to change anything? I feel like I liked our setup.
Yeah, I think this is good. I don't think there's like an obvious change that I would make.
All right, I'm a believer. We can get there. I'm gonna look at one of these Belcher decks while we're doing this. Okay, so they probably bring in these spell snares. Snap back. All right, I'm not quite sure I understand how this deck works yet, but I'm sure I'll see it at some point.
One card that I did mention that we do have to worry a little bit about is Harbinger of the Seas, but it's not that hard to like the Sky Turtle or whatever plays around it kind of well.
I see.
Wish for it.
Okay.
This hand seems good.
Okay.
The Beseiju is pretty good against them. I think they'll like probably they board into a mountain usually, but the Beseiju like buys you time against the Lotus Bloom and stuff.
Okay. That's nice.
Seems great too. We just take the green card, maybe.
I feel like we also just
Maybe
kind
we
of don't
don't
want
need
it
a
in
green
our
card.
yard. I feel like we want access to...
I think in practice it's actually kind of fine in this matchup. If it's, I mean, it's not like ideal, but or well, I guess we should. No, yeah, I think we should put it on top because we'll have enough mana. Like we can just put it into play with the worm or with the Galta.
Yeah, that was my thought. It's just like if
Yeah,
we're gonna
you're totally
like
right.
chant or something so that they can't do anything to win the game, then I kind of want to wait to win the game. And also, like the
Yeah,
green card just like seems...
yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Okay, so we'll play one of the both stages.
Yeah, Possible we'll just Lotus Petal the other one next turn too, but
Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's trying to go quite as fast as the other culture deck we played
it's
against.
also possible.
I mean, this seems sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Archaeologist is really good in this deck. It hits everything. Okay, so they took the Lotus
Yeah.
Blue. And now they have a certain number of turns.
Okay.
And
I think now we're just gonna jam, yeah.
Oh, we can like jam. We have packed.
Yep. Yep.
Try to win the game jam. Or it's not
Yeah.
Neo. So we're gonna be short
Pretty good. You have 20,
a point of
24 damage.
damage. Okay, yeah, that's good. Well,
Oh, okay.
certainly we should win the
Now I
game,
think
right?
it's extremely safe. Yeah,
Okay,
that seems like
so
the single best draw.
tap for green.
Yeah. Just
Settle.
yep.
This one.
That one.
That's this. Exiling.
And
Oh
get
yeah,
rid of the
packed.
pact and the
Release.
disciple. Yeah, we don't even need the pact because we have
We
the
have the Zen
Zegos already.
Age. Past Elder Shovel. Man, we're gonna beat a blue deck. Yippee!
Yeah, this is nice.
Okay, so now we pact mitigation this.
Yep.
Delta. This. Wait.
Yep. Now we pass in it.
Oh.
Because it hastes and doubles power.
I panicked. I was like, what happened? Why didn't it do the thing? Why didn't we win the game? Yippee! Alright, we did it. We won against a blue deck. Alright. Well, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, Tristan, for joining me.
Broken? What's the verdict? Broken?
Is the deck broken?
And we 2-3 the leagues, but we 2-3 the league, but did you like the way the games played out?
Against non-blue decks, it seems like it's pretty good. We did 2-3 a gold league.
There you go. Yeah.
We beat was blue. So, I mean,
yeah.
All right. If the viewers
that.
want to explore and find you, Tristan, where can they do that? Do like a Twitter or something?
Yeah, my Twitter account is Tristan MTG, I believe, _ Tristan _ MTG _. But yeah, other than that, I don't have any huge Magic social media or anything.
Okay. Just a banger.
can-
You'll just guess on all of the things.
I guess I should you can follow Team Handshake Mock on Blue Sky and at Handshake MTG on Twitter and Blue Sky.
Incredible. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. The best way you can support the channel and all of these ventures are by liking, commenting, and subscribing. You know, let us know what you think about Neoform. Is it broken? We'll find out through YouTube comments, I'm sure. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.